Now Love Me Do starts off with that harmonica opening. Now, I don't have a harmonica, I can't even play the thing, but I can do something similar on the acoustic guitar. So let me show you how we can do it. And we're going to use G, G7 and C to give us this idea of the riff. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we have, as I said, is G, G7 and going to a C. So you're going to do G, G7, so it's like da 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 da. So the G, and you've got this finger here. That's your fourth finger. This is how I play G, and I think this is a much better version than using this, because if you're using this version of G, you've got to make a pretty rapid change to the G7, which comes next, and that's G, G7, C, da, da. So and you can hear the kind of the harmonica sound with the change in those two chords. And it's quite nice. And there's a little part there after you've done the G and the G7 where it holds a C chord for a little while. And what you can do with this is play a little alternating pick strumming. And what I mean by that is you go da 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 da. So what we're doing with the C chord is we are picking the lowest note in the chord. As you see here, this is usually the lowest note. It's that third fret of the A string right here. And then we are alternating with a lower note, which is, now what we're going to do is we can put this same finger, but now on the third fret of the low E string, the thicker string. And that gives us this alternating style. Ba 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 ba. Love me do. And you can do that every time you play the C chord. I think it's quite a nice technique and it works really well. So if we put that all together for a moment, just the intro. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Ba, ba, ba. And the verses are basically the same as the intro. So you have that kind of G, G7, C for a bar, G, G7, C for another bar. And then you have G, G7 and C. So when it gets to that, so please love me do, it's that C chord that's held for 4 bars. And remember, in a bar there are 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's have a crack at that. Let's just play the intro and a verse. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Love does another verse. But let's look at the middle part. And it starts on the D chord and it goes some. Oop, I'm singing a bit out of tune there. Let's get my pitch. Some. There we are. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Someone to love, somebody new, someone to love, someone like you. And then love, love me do. And what I'm doing is I'm using that same alternating pick strumming with the D chord and again with the C chord. And for the D chord, you're playing the, what is that? The open D string, some, pick, strum, and then you're playing the A string, the open A string, the 5th string here. And it's just D, love me do. So let's play that together. All right, so we've got 2 bars of D and a bar of C and then a G, and that repeats before going back into the verse. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Someone to love, somebody new, someone to love, someone like you. Love, love me do. You know I love you. I'll always be true. So it's quite a simple song in terms of the chords, because you've only got G, C and D. But with a few added elements, you can make this song a lot more interesting to play. So you've got that G, G7, C to give you the harmonica part. But you've also got some pick strumming, some alternating pick strumming, where you're playing 2 notes in the bar and a strum. So pick, strum, alternating note, low note on the 6th string, picking and strumming, and the same with the D chord. And generally we always start with the lowest note technically that you can play with the chords. So in a C note, you know, if you look at the diagram there, you'll see that you generally just play the top 5 strings, and the first note you would play if you were doing this alternating pick strumming is the lowest note, which is a C. And then to give you that dung dung, you have to add 1 extra note when we're now playing that 6th string. So it's a good practice, because you get to practice the chords and you also get to practice focusing on your picking hand, because you're not just doing a simple strumming now, you're really making sure that you're picking individual strings. Great song, one of my favourite Beatles songs actually. I really do enjoy listening to this and playing it. So why don't we have a run through of an intro, a verse, a middle, and then we'll finish. And the end of the song is basically like this. So basically what you're going to play at the end is just G, G7 and C. So G, half a bar, G7, half a bar, and then a whole bar of C. So, and you can do that pick strumming for the C chord. Right, let's have a run through. Intro, 1 verse, straight into the middle, and then the outro, and we'll just fade out. 1, 2, 3, 4. love me do. Whoa, love me do. Yeah, love me do. Whoa, love me do. Whoa, love me do. For more easy beginner guitar tutorials, then click the link right here. And thanks so much for watching me today, and let me know how you get on with this tune and with that G to G7 part down below in the comments, which is just under the like and subscribe button. Cheers. Happy strumming.